Tension. Ukrainian forces use US MRs again attack hundreds of Russian troops on Snake Island. Ukraine has pounded the Russian garrison on the strategic Snake Island again, just days after dealing a significant blow to Vladimir Putin's Black Sea forces with an attack on the crucial outpost. Ukraine's Ministry of Defense said Ukrainian troops had destroyed a Russian Pantsir anti-aircraft system in a series of strikes on the island on Sunday night. The attack comes less than a week after Ukraine's Southern Operational Command aimed strikes on the island, with satellite images showing the major losses to Kremlin troops. The Russian Pantsir anti-aircraft system, a radar station and vehicles had been damaged in the June 20th attack on the island, which has been a major battleground throughout the war. It is just the latest blow for Putin, as it emerged that a column of Russian rocket launcher vehicles were blown to pieces in an ambush by Ukrainian Special Armed Forces. Footage shows Ukrainian troops opening fire and destroying 6 BM-27 Uragans, a self-propelled multiple rocket launcher, as well as other Russian vehicles such as armored personnel carriers. In a further blow to Putin, an invading Russian tank was obliterated in a minefield. Video shows the tank driving through the field before hitting a mine, causing a large explosion. Meanwhile, Ukraine's Ministry of Defense released footage showing a series of strikes on the Russian-occupied Snake Island, adding that the cleaning of our land will continue as long as is needed. The 100-acre Snake Island outpost has proved to be a valuable strategic position for both sides, sitting some 80 miles off Ukraine's southern coastline in the Black Sea. Russia seized the island early in the war and has largely managed to maintain control of it, but its forces there have been subject to bombing raids ever since. Another strike of the Ukrainian army on the Russian troops on Snake Island, Ukraine's Ministry of Defense said. The occupiers lost an anti-aircraft system Pantsir. The cleaning of our land will continue as long as needed. Unofficial claims say Kiev forces used US-supplied HIMARS missiles, although this was not confirmed. Ukrainian military spokeswoman Natalia Humeniuk said, "We continue a military operation on Snake Island." Last night more than 10 accurate strikes were launched on the island. We are checking the results now, but we have already been informed that one more Pantsir S-1 air defense missile gun system was hit. In February, Ukrainian border guard Roman Hrybov on Snake Island famously radioed Russian warship, "Go fuck yourself," to Russian officers aboard the Moskva. Hrybov and his crew were thought dead after the Moskva bombarded the island with artillery fire, but they miraculously survived and were given awards upon being returned to Ukrainian soil in a prisoner transfer last month. The latest strike on the Snake Island comes as footage shows a column of Russian rocket launchers being destroyed in Ukraine's Donetsk region. The command of the Special Operations Forces, SSO, of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, which shared the footage, said of the strike, "First of all, it's beautiful. But above all, it's necessary." They added, "It is no secret that enemy artillery has an advantage over ours. Therefore, it is always a priority goal of Ukrainian soldiers, and especially when it comes to large caliber systems." Scouts from the Special Forces in the Donetsk region found a column of 6 BM-27 Uragans, a self-propelled multiple rocket launcher, transport and loading vehicles, fuel trucks, fire control vehicles, armored personnel carriers, and infantry fighting vehicles. The command of the SSO added, having successfully aimed their artillery, the SSO soldiers adjusted the fire of the Ukrainian guns while they took the enemy equipment to pieces. In a further blow to Putin, footage shows a Russian tank driving through a minefield before it suddenly blows up. Video shows the Russian tank driving through a plowed field ahead of another tank. Although there is a road running parallel to the field, a part of the road is blocked by wreckage from an earlier, and as a result, the tanks head over the field in single file. Suddenly, the first tank hits a mine, causing a large explosion. The vehicle comes to a stop, with the second tank stopping a safe distance behind it. A third tank can be seen having joined the convoy a short distance behind the second tank. The footage then cuts to what appears to be a Russian military vehicle having made its way close to where the tank at the head of the convoy blew up, perhaps in a bid to rescue any soldiers still alive inside it. The land forces of the armed forces of Ukraine shared the footage and said, an offensive or an annoying suicide. Sometimes it is difficult to work out what the Russian troops are doing. And 93rd Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, which also shared the footage, added, "We are starting the week with optimistic videos. May more Russian tanks burn on our land." While the Strategic Communications Department, Stratcom, of the Armed Forces of Ukraine said, "We will win the war together, 93rd Mechanized Brigade."